This is incredible. At a Texas A&M game, Ted Cruz was spotted. Lucy Rohden nearly vomited at his presence. And to be fair, he should make you vomit. And there are plenty of reasons. From calling his shot.
Aspiration. Is that like sweat on my butt? No. Oh, I see. What you want me to do, what I want to do in life. Well, my aspiration is to, I don't know, be in a teen tit film like that guy who played Horatio. You know, he was in Malibu Bikini Beach Shop. Well, other than that, take over the world domination, rule everything, rich, powerful, that sort of stuff.
To the fact he does this.
Do you think you can win here, Ted?
Are you taking off? Come on.
Yeah, they're going with me.
Hey, let's hop out of the way.
We're taking it. Good jump. Good jump.
The January 6 rioters said this of him.
There's got to be something in here we can use against these scumbags. He's a good one. Him and Lawler or whatever.
Cruz, I think Cruz would want us to do this. So
yeah, absolutely.
The fact he's a pushover.
Trump retweeted this image. Cruz's wife in an unflattering pose next to Melania Trump.
But you mess with my wife, you mess with my kids, that'll do it every time. Donald, you're a sniveling coward, and leave Heidi the hell alone.
I am not in the habit of supporting people who attack my wife and attack my father.
So will you support him as the nominee?
I'm going to beat him for the nomination.
That's not
He
answering
is
the
not.
question,
On his Facebook page this afternoon, Cruz wrote, "After many months of careful consideration, of prayer, and searching my own conscience, I have decided that on Election Day, I will vote for the Republican nominee, Donald Trump."
And can't even defend his wife.
Hi, this is Ted Cruz calling. I was calling to encourage you to come out and vote on Election Day. This election is critical for the direction of our country, and I urge you to come out.
Which he should be reminded of.
Why don't you talk to the president the way you talk to my brother, Ted? You afraid of him? You think he'll smack you down at home?
Oh,
is that
yeah,
what it is?
I'm
Like he shut you up in the primary?
Cuomo's. You guys
Not
are
the
really
Cuomo's,
tough.
I'm talking about the president. My brother's not the president. I'm talking about the president, the one who called you a liar, the one who said your wife was ugly.
To his dad passing down such thoughts as these.
We need to stop playing by the Democrats' playbook. We need to stop talking about hyphenated Americans. We are all Americans. Hyphenated Americans is designed to divide and conquer. Remember this so-called social justice of the Obama administration is putting everybody pigeonholed into some group and making every group look like victims who need a handout from almighty government. But I'll tell you, about 3 weeks ago, I was in Bakersfield, California. The last day I was there, I had breakfast with a black Democratic pastor. And he said to me, well, our values are conservative, but the Democratic Party embraces us. And I said to him, but don't you realize they're using you? You know, before we had minimum wage laws, black unemployment and white unemployment were the same. Unemployment will skyrocket. See, he understands it, but the average black does not.
And like Rohden, there are many sports fans who hate Rafael Ted Cruz. But let's go back to that original video. The one where Rohden could not help but nearly vomit at the Texas Senator and pro-insurrectionist presence at a football game. Speaking of his presence, sports fans have previously, this is via Newsweek, called for the Republican to be barred from games in his state that he represents, Texas, suggesting he is a curse whose attendance causes teams to lose. Now, Cruz wasn't the only election denier there, okay? Carrie Lake was in attendance as well. And here's another fantastic piece of information. Hilariously, Texas A&M's athletic director, whose name is Trev Alberts, said he welcomes Cruz and gave a quote that I'm going to read you. And it is phenomenal. We would like to welcome Senator Cruz back to Aggieland, and I'll tell you how grateful we are that you are here. We know that you've been here many times. And I talked to Texas A&M President General Welsh, about this, and he promised me that you're going to be good luck tonight. And Cruz would reply, amen. Here's the score. Texas A&M lost by 10 at home to Notre Dame. So here's the fantastic part about all this. It is not just that Ted Cruz is a bore. It's not just that he really does not care about the people that he has chosen to represent. And I'm going to put those in quotes. Put that word in quotes, and here's why. Do we remember the 2020 election when Attorney General Ken Paxton, who apparently has his own Ford Bronco and is on the run from the feds time and time again, went on Steve Bannon's podcast and said that he essentially purged voters in order for Donald Trump to win? Many have made the argument akin to an Arizona, a Tennessee, a Florida, that Texas really is up for grabs. It's just that the people that are in place have one agenda. The MAGA agenda, the Republican agenda, the modern day Republican agenda. And what they want to do, along with Georgia, as we have seen, is try and have less voters actually have their voices counted. We have seen this with Paul Weyrich in the yesteryears when Reagan was coming about, where he said, I don't want people to have the right to vote. And they know why. It's because their policies are very, very unpopular. So when I see this video, first off, Lucy Rohden is one of the best hires in sports media. She has proven to be an absolute star. She is a gem on Dan Le Batard Show, which, by the way, is now going to Peacock right after Dan Patrick. So sports radio and simulcasts, I think, are being given fresh air and showing that they are still important, which is fantastic for many sports consumers who are a little bit of the old guard that take this as a sports radio adjacent type. Rohden was with Wave Sports. She rose to fame through TikTok by doing, honestly, really well thought out and funny bits. And it led to her being hired. She is a huge college football fan. She went over how she does it each and every Saturday, which is mainly how I like to watch sports, specifically boxing as well. I don't like being surrounded by people. I don't want the drunk idiot at Champ Sports Bar. That's dating myself here. I don't want them yelling at the TV. I don't want them influencing how I take in sports. I would rather be alone or with one or two friends tops who actually know the game or actually know the sport. She's the exact same way. She will have many screens out, maybe 3 to 5,
And that is how she takes it in each and every Saturday. She is a University of Iowa alum, and I have seen her rise in sports media as well, and it is fantastic to watch. And I am honestly glad that she is receiving this newfound fame, albeit at the expense of one of the most diabolical pro-gun, bought and paid for senators that this country has maybe ever seen.
If you can and are willing, please become a paid member here at TYT Sports. And or go to tyt.com/join. In addition, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate it. Have a great day.